And here he comes with the giggles. Do we need to put you in the green room?
I requested that we not have just one drink for DC. But she requested it before I did.
Lies. He requested a girly drink.
What did you request?
I did not request.
Did you request a Shirley Temple?
Okay, not a girly drink.
Real quick, before we dive into the video, if you like the content that I'm sharing, do me a quick favor and make sure that you've clicked subscribe on my channel and turn your notification bell on. I want to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the great content that I've got
It's your girl Candy with Homes by Candy. I am a realtor at Virtual Properties Realty and team lead for the Sweet Home Solutions team. So today we are here with another episode of Cocktails and Closings. And today I am going to be featuring one of my favorite teammates, Mr. DC. You guys may also know him as Dwayne Crider. He's one of the newer agents on my team. He's going to be joining us today for what we call a little DC Hennerita. For starters.
Sorry, I don't know that.
For starters. Focus.
This chick. Your refrigerator is disrespectful, okay?
I heard her getting ready to say something.
Your refrigerator is disrespectful. You know, when I was in college, I'm gonna say college. When I was in college, my friends used to be like, yeah, girl, you should be a bartender. You would be so good. Imagine if I did that instead of selling houses. Despite what you see, no agents were harmed in the making of this show. You're probably not, but
We're here at this point.
at this point,
It is what it is.
Yolanda was
And we
told
don't
to
let
go.
anybody go home until they're ready to go home.
Alright, so I want to welcome my buddy DC, who I told you guys about. Make sure you look at the right camera.
I was about to.
So, welcome everybody back to the show. This is my buddy and colleague, DC. Say hi, DC.
Hey.
So, as you guys saw, we have the DC Hennerita. I thought of you. Okay, so for today's DC Hennerita, I will have the recipe in the description below for you guys, so you guys can feel free to try that anytime. Okay, so in order to make the DC Hennerita, which we have named after our special guest DC, we are going to add some dangerous little items all in one cup here. So bear with me, I'm gonna grab my ingredients. I do not measure. I like to let the spirit of my ancestors speak to me as we do. But, okay, so, for starters.
Sorry, I don't know that.
For starters. Focus.
This chick. Your refrigerator is disrespectful,
I
okay?
heard her getting ready to say something.
Your refrigerator is disrespectful.
Nobody even called her name.
Mute the phones, but not mute the refrigerator.
Okay, so, to make your special DC Hennerita, right? Because these are like traditional drinks with a Sweet Home Solutions twist, if you will, right? So, to make your DC Hennerita, you're going to start with Lil Hennessey. Ooh.
Hennessey.
Ooh. Don't know how much that is, but however much it's said in the thingy. That's, ooh, look at that. Okay, ooh, okay, don't break the glass. All right, then, yes, we're mixing dark and light. Look at God with the tequila. Okay, DC wants y'all to know it's not dark and light because it's tequila and it don't do that. Little triple sec.
That's what I'm talking about. Who knows the difference
Now-
between 7 up and Sprite?
I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as it's like lemon, lime, something spritzy. And honestly, this wasn't even here for your drink. I just don't like how empty the glasses are, so ooh, little splash.
Okay.
Can't hurt them. Okay. Then we need some ice cubes, right? Boom. Boom. Boom.
Go, bartender.
Oh. You know what? Fresh lime juice. Bow.
We got it.
Bow. Garnish, because I'm fancy. Boop.
That's gonna fall off of my cup.
Boop. DC Hennerita. I thought of you when I made this drink up, okay? This is specially thought of for you. There's a little bit of everything special in that, okay? So, before we get started, salud. Oh, I don't know. It's not a shot. We don't have to do that. You're right. Go ahead.
Sure? No,
Yeah.
do it anyway.
Okay. Bink. You're so stupid. Ooh, wait a minute. I came up with something now.
This is everything.
It's kind of lit.
Who made it?
Me, her, she, I. What you mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. You're right, but you probably heard me say a million times, like, I can't make this shit up, right? That is kind of the nature of being in real estate. So, part of what we're going to share with you guys today is some of our craziest times in real estate, some of the stories that you would only believe if you were there, and we're going to do that while we sip on these beautiful DC Henneritas I made. Do you approve of the drink named after you?
I'm having a hard time not drinking it. You
Oh,
talking about sipping? Sipping. All right, okay, hold on.
you can drink it. I got refills. I got more.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, to get started, why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go from there.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me, by the way.
Of course.
Well, DC is for 2 reasons. Because my name is Dwayne Crider, and those are my initials. And because I'm from DC. Hey, why not represent? You know what I'm talking about? But I'm not a Redskin fan. Just not.
Why are you not?
Why am I not a Redskin fan? I can give you quite a few reasons, but I just don't like the Redskins. I'm a Cowboy fan. DC also stands for Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Yeah, so DC.
How long have you been a Cowboys fan?
For a very long time now.
You're not tired of Jerry breaking your heart?
No, not at all. I'm excited.
Are you?
Yes.
You guys always are.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
America's team.
Definitely.
Anyway, so what he didn't say, which is also very important,
Right.
is that he's also a realtor.
DC the realtor. Follow me. Definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is DC underscore
Yep.
the underscore realtor
But all you gotta type in is DC the realtor. You'll see me pop up.
on all social media channels.
Definitely.
Especially if you are shopping in the greater Atlanta area south of the perimeter, this is your boy right here.
Also licensed in Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta do
Maryland, DC, Virginia, the
DC.
DMV. Okay, but not the whole thing, just the D. Okay.
Right. Okay. Ooh. Reverse.
Because he was gonna say that's what she said. So, what we want you to do today is we want you to find any story. It could be related directly to a transaction. It could be related to just somebody you met out in the street while you were real estating. It could be whatever. But one of those moments that you were just like, shit, they didn't teach me this in real estate school.
Oh man, they teach me. I got licensed back in April last year. I mean, we're going on the end of the following year. So yeah, they didn't teach me nothing about what I'm gonna go through, you know. And being a real estate agent, you have to know a whole lot. Like, people won't trust you if you don't have the information they need. Like, that's real talk. And I didn't have the information they need. I got a lot of experience in building relationships and talking to people and, you know, just getting to know people and helping them solve problems. But I ain't have enough information to help them solve this problem. But
Well, that's what you got your team for now.
Facts. I'm part of the Sweet Home Solution team now. Ain't that right?
You are. So happy to have you. Yolanda was talking, you guys will meet Yolanda in our Christmas episode, but Yolanda was talking about how you graduate real estate school and not even know how to open a door.
Facts.
You get excited, you get your client out there, you like,
Alright, so what do you do?
I'm gonna figure it out though.
I'm inside already too. What?
Do you want to talk about that? Is that what you're talking about?
Why not?
Is that the story? Okay,
That is a story.
let's talk about it.
Shit.
DC got fired, y'all.
First client fired.
Well, when he says first client, he means first actually loan approved, ready, willing, able, let's get out there, look at houses and ready to write offers client.
Facts. And we
Because you've
looked at
had other
houses,
people
though.
that just weren't that ready yet.
I'm just saying we looked at houses.
But yeah, you've looked at
I
houses.
mean, we
You've
really
written offers.
looked
You've
at houses.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking
Yes.
Right.
So tell us how it go. What happened?
I got fired.
Why?
I'm just saying. I didn't know enough about real estate, honestly.
Just tell the people what happened.
Alright, so look.
This will be educational to some new agent coming up behind you one day.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't mind having facts. Alright, so ready, willing, and able. He was. They were already approved. They were looking for a home in the market that was pretty complicated. And we looked at homes. We looked at a home that he showed interest in, but it needed some work. And when I saw the home, I didn't even notice how much work it actually needed, which I probably should have.
Now, real quick, I'm gonna cut him off to fill you guys in. This is a VA client, for those of you who don't know. So when you're dealing with a VA loan or an FHA loan, there are certain characteristics that the property has to have that are in order. There are certain safety and health requirements that have to be met. The property has to be in a certain condition in order to even pass what you guys have heard called a VA inspection or an FHA inspection, which truthfully is just what the appraiser is going to come out and decide is a lender required repair or not, but we'll check that in a different video. Back to you though.
Oh yeah. Finally found something. Matter of fact, we had already been under contract. That means that Candice check.
Oh, it's mid-swallow, okay.
Yes, definitely. I need you to tell.
So they wrote an offer, the offer got accepted. Now, in DC's defense though, okay, now granted, I didn't see the house. Had I seen the house, I probably would have told him, based on my years of experience, that hey, this one's not gonna go VA in its current condition. There's
I saw
way
the house
too much
though.
wrong.
Yeah, I saw the house.
But I didn't, but neither here nor there. We learn and we grow, that's how we get better. But in his defense, he calls the listing agent and he says, hey, I got a VA client. Do you believe the house will go VA? And a lot of times as agents, that's what we do. We ask the listing agent because they know more about their listing than we do, right? Like, they've sat with their client. They've gone through the seller's property disclosure. They should have anyway looked at this house top and bottom and made mental notes of all of what's going on with it. So he did call the other agent and say, hey, my client is VA. Do you think this will work?
I did.
And out of her desperation to sell her listing that had been sitting on the market for God knows how long, she said, yeah, sure, it'll go, whatever you want, it'll be fine, it'll be great. So he wrote the offer. Offer got accepted.
I didn't just write the offer. I was excited to write the offer. Okay, look, when you write an offer and it gets accepted, you think cha-ching. Right?
Until.
To my defense.
No, I'm done defending you. You did right. She lied.
Well, she told. Not only did she tell me that it would pass, she said that the owner was willing to do anything it took to satisfy the client, almost.
When you're a new agent, everything sounds good to you.
Right. I just want to sell a house.
Right.
Shit.
It's excited. Everything sounds good to you.
Was
No, that's okay. This is YouTube.
The drinks is coming out. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Ain't no FTC trade commission, none of that. And on my channel, cyber scared, so it's not for children. So you good?
Talking prison. That's why she my team lead. Go ahead.
Anyway, his team lead wishes she would have seen the house. The team lead wishes she would have heard the way that the listing agent said, oh yeah, I mean, anything I want, we'll do. Because all of my little red flags and antennas would have gone up. However, unfortunately, that didn't happen. So, client moved on to their inspection period.
Yeah, and they paid for inspection too. So, listen, I mean, I felt kind of like.
The inspection report was one of the worst reports I've ever seen in my life. Okay?
Fuck. I didn't even know that.
I've been in the game 15 years.
15, and that was one of the worst. Like,
And when he showed me the inspection report, I immediately was like, oh, this is a dead deal. Like, because there was so much wrong with the house. And we're talking not just cosmetics, we're talking mold issues, foundation issues, I mean, major structural issues. And the thing is that when the listing agent told him the seller was willing to do whatever to fix it, the seller was willing to do whatever. The seller was like, send us the report, we'll fix everything. But literally, from the buyer's standpoint, once the buyer has seen that report come in, the buyer's like, I don't care what he fixes, I don't want it. And unfortunately, when you're an agent, everything is your fault.
yeah. I got fired. So.
But did you learn?
I learned a whole lot. I learned that, I gotta know a whole lot more about what it takes to get, for a home to pass an inspection for a VA loan. I mean, look, you live and you learn. I won't let that happen again. Let me get another VA loan. Matter of fact, DM me at DC _, hold on.
_ realtor. That's what he's trying to say there.
And especially if you got a VA loan. I'm trying to tell you, we gonna get this done.
I can show you better than I can tell you.
I'm trying to tell you. Let me go ahead. Do this as many times as you want. You gonna keep doing this?
No, I was putting mine down. Oh, okay.
There you go.
But you learn, right? And that's what matters. That's the name of the game. I mean, honestly, people look at me and they're like, oh, you know so much. How do you know so much? Because I've fallen down so many times and scraped my knee so many times I had to get back up like a big girl. So,
I'm gonna be honest with you, like I look forward to the future, because of some of these situations that I've been through. That's just one of the situations I've been through in the first year and a half. But I look forward to the future.
Oh, I know what else I want you to tell them about.
Oh, really, Susan? You want me to tell them everything?
No, but this one's hilarious though.
All right, go ahead.
Now, remember that we're changing all names to protect the innocent or not so innocent, okay? So,
Okay.
What about your client who was named the same name as a client in a whole different city?
Oh my God. All right, so I don't know if you all know, for a real estate agent, a listing appointment is so much more valuable than a buyer's appointment.
Pause. By which he means buyers, we love you too.
Facts. I love you. I love bullshit. Okay.
But they teach us that you gotta list to last. So, your boy's trying to list.
I was trying to
Keep going.
All right, so I had a listing appointment, right? And Jane Smith, right? She told me I could come on over, meet with her and her husband. We set a date, we set a time. I was so excited.
Now,
right?
if I'm not incorrect, this is Jane Smith at like 1234 Main Street, McDonough, that you believe you're talking to, right?
Jane Smith at 1234 McDonough, actually down the street from me. I was like, what? I did so much homework. Like I was like, I'm preparing myself. I said, let me look and see, how many people have bought houses in this neighborhood around that match like her house, and oh man, she got a pond in the backyard, and she taking good care of her home.
And if I remember, this is somebody you had been talking to on the phone for a little while before you even got the
Yes,
appointment.
it was like, you've been persistent. And she was okay with me coming to see her. And she told me her husband was going to be there, which I had already did my homework and saw that her husband was actually on there too. So I didn't even talk about him anyway, right? So, I was like, okay, so it's time to be there. I called myself being 10 minutes early. What do they say about being 10 minutes early?
You on time.
Right. You come early, then you really on time. Oh, shit.
I'm on time, you late.
Right? I knocked on the door. Jane Smith answered the door. I said, are you Jane Smith? She said, yeah, but she had a real little attitude when she said, I'm Jane Smith, right? And I'm like, okay, so I had an appointment with you. She said, no, you didn't. I work with so-and-so. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, am I at the right place? I spoke to James Smith, and I'm at the address I thought James Smith was at. Come to find out, make a long story short, it's the same James Smith, two totally different two totally different addresses.
Not totally different addresses. Same street address, different city and state.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, they didn't have the same street address at all.
I thought you said the whole time you was talking to James Smith at 1234 Main Street, McDonald's, who you thought you were talking to, and it turned out you were talking to James Smith at 1234 in Conyers.
No, it wasn't 1234.
It wasn't the same address?
No, it was a whole different address, same name, and I just knew it was the same person, and it turned out to be a whole different person with the same name.
At a different address.
At a different address. I thought it was down the street, so I got up and I was
And
ready.
probably that happened because we sourced the phone number from public records.
Facts.
And public records, somewhere in the public records, it confused the two James Smiths.
Right, because they both said Georgia.
And same name.
Same name.
And somehow one's phone number got
James
connected
Smith,
to
James
another.
Smith, Georgia. So I'm over here thinking I'm doing the right thing. I wasn't doing the right thing. I was at the wrong place with the wrong James Smith, and literally
With
was
a
supposed
very,
to be.
with a very defensive, slightly elderly James Smith who's
And-
behind her door like, who you?
I work with so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? Like, to clarify everything, I was at the wrong house, but with the right name in the same state.
The wrong woman.
Wrong woman with the same name in the same state. Wrong house. And I'm on the upside. And I'm like, hey, Miss Jane Smith, I'm here. This DC, you know.
And then for those of you who have not yet met DC in I said meet DC.
Man.
For those of you who have not yet,
It's
I
that-
know.
It's
I
the
know.
DC Well, listen.
Sorry. For those of you who have not met him in person, this high energy, this is all the time.
I do this. Look, let me tell you something about me.
Imagine being a little old lady and your doorbell rings, and you're like, who the hell is this at my house?
And let me keep it real with you. Look, I say energy breeds energy. Excitement breeds excitement. So when you bring excitement, you know, even if a person might be kind of like on the gates, they might switch up a little bit if you come in with a little bit of excitement. So I say, man, fuck, I'm coming with excitement. I came with excitement, but she hit me with gut shot. All right, the gut shot was, why are you here? Who are you? No, we don't have an appointment.
No,
Don't show up at my house.
No more.
Again, I work. Got in my car and I made a phone call immediately to the number I had saved in my phone, James Smith.
Because remember,
That I
guys.
talked to, it was genuine. It was genuine.
Remember.
No, it was genuine.
Hold up. Remember, he's not talked to James Smith once. He has talked to Miss Jane Smith on the phone several times at this
Facts.
point. So he's like, how, Sway? Like, how is it that we've talked 23,000 times?
Exaggeration, but.
But and however, now that I'm at your door, you don't know who I am all of a sudden.
Right.
So he gets back to his car. So talk about what happened when you got back to your car. You dialed the number to the James Smith that you've been talking to for the last several months.
And I get an answer.
Uh-huh.
I get an answer.
And
It's
the
James.
voice that answers the phone, mind you, don't sound like the voice that was just at the front door.
Nope, but it sounds like the voice that I'm familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
It was James Smith.
It was.
James Smith said,
Where you at?
you said you was going to be here,
Where you at, bro?
but you're not here. I said, I'm here, but I'm not at the right place. I'm sorry. This is so common. I do
The
know.
drink is making him skip details. What had happened was
Alright,
he called Miss Jane Smith, the one he had been building the relationship with all this time.
I did.
And he said, Miss Jane, I'm here. Somebody just answered the door
Yeah.
and swore that I wasn't where I'm supposed to be at.
Right.
And she like, like, well, I'm looking outside, I'm not here. So, but he's like, he's very confused.
I'm gone.
He very professionally says, okay, so listen, I'm sitting outside 1-2-3-4 Main Street, McDonough right now.
I'm telling you some bulls.
And that was the moment when Miss Jane, the one that he had been building with, said, oh, well, that's nice for you. But I'm at 1-2-3-4 Main Street, Conyers.
All right, now this is
Not
some
McDonald's.
bullshit. Let me get you. This is, how long ago was that?
It's been a few months. I don't know.
It had to be like July.
I was just saying 3-4 months. Yeah.
Man, I went. Look, all right, so look. Let's just talk about what happened next.
Okay.
It's that bullshit right here. I just want to keep it real. Since we on YouTube, I said it's that bullshit.
You can't say that on YouTube.
I can't.
Ain't no FTC stuff.
Facts. So, whew.
Look, his drink getting to him. So just so y'all know, the refill had a lot more alcohol in it than the original. That's because he tried me.
Ain't no more refill. That's that bullshit. Like, give me my drink back.
Nah, ain't no more refill.
I don't like that attitude.
Drink your drink.
All right,
Tell
so
your story.
look.
What happened?
I'm here. What you mean I'm not dead?
Because she said, no, you're not.
Right. Are you you?
Are you?
That's seriously. She was supposed to be her. She wasn't her.
She was her. She was one of her. You thought her was.
Right. I put work in it. Like.
Okay, but what happened though? You called her and then what happened?
She like, no. I'm her. But no.
But no, I don't live there.
I'm not her.
Okay, so long story short, because as y'all can probably tell, I am a hell of a bartender and your boy. So, long story short, he did get in touch with the correct Jane. The correct Jane lives several miles from the other Jane, and
I'll be back.
you'll be back. Okay. All right. Stuff be happening. Anyway, I'm gonna let him go. Maybe I'm gonna go check on him. That might be better. And
No, for real.
no, stay over there. No.
Right.
Thank you very much for joining us for another episode of Cocktails and Closing. This is your girl Candice. Hit me up at the links below, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much.
Cut. What you talking about? I did that.